What is going on, guys? Welcome to episode 1 of our Big 12 off-season. We've got a lot to cover, so we might as well just get started. No prelude to any of it. We are just basically going to tell you guys what we're going to cover and then dive right in. We don't want this thing to be too long.
All right, let's start with some end-of-season records here. Noah Jones at running back sets the school record for receptions for the Spartans. Bishop, touchdown passes. Probably going to have a lot of records
Yeah,
here.
he
in the
is.
Big 12,
I mean, he was nuts this year.
Bishop with passing yards. Cade Wilson, passing touchdown.
Only beat it by 3.
Passing yards.
Nice. Only beat it by 12.
Timmons gets rushing yard total that Schmidt broke earlier in the year. How about that?
That's hilarious. That's funny.
Carson Jackson, receiving touchdown.
I've never seen that happen, by the way.
I have not either. Carson Jackson, receiving yards. Carmichael destroys the passing touchdown
I
record.
haven't had a lot of quarterbacks come out of Mcallen.
Must not. And that's going to be it. So we are now going to advance officially into the off-season. All right, we're going to just take a quick little look here at some head coaching movements. Shaw is going to stay at Stanford. Gus Malzahn was fired. ACU got Gus Malzahn fired.
Yeah, they did.
That was a make-or-break game, I guess.
You lose this bowl game against ACU, you were gone.
And, man, what does that mean? Does that mean he went to South Alabama, Malzahn?
Previous head coach hired by South Alabama. Yep. So he stooped real low by going to Southern Alabama.
All right,
Alabama.
Jeremy Pruitt is going to Georgia Tech. Paul Johnson was line coach. That is okay. Gary Patterson fired by TCU. Never gonna happen.
Yeah, and then he goes to Ohio State.
Yeah. Yep. Skip Holtz, now the head coach at TCU. Kirk Ferentz fired. Also, never gonna happen.
Kirk Ferentz goes to Denver Tech.
Wow.
So they just flipped. They just flipped.
Why is Kirk Ferentz gonna go to Denver? See, I don't know if I was gonna control this or not.
So what is he gonna do? He's hired as the OC. Well, they do like to run the football.
You're right.
So maybe he's got. I mean, Kirk Ferentz has been around for a long time.
Yeah.
But he can adapt.
So Allison Meadows' offensive coordinator was Kellen Ivey. He's going to become the head coach now at Iowa. So Iowa is now going to run the spread, which is honestly something that I've wondered what that would look like.
Oh, yeah, that'd be kind of cool.
I was thinking a couple years ago, I was like, what if Chip Kelly went to Iowa and he recruited Texas and he just transformed the look of that? I think that would be really interesting to see.
Iowa would be beastly.
I bet you they would.
I've always liked Iowa. I appreciate Iowa.
Oh, and we get Leroy Jackson. So Allison Meadows, defensive coordinator, now going to Colorado. It's an interesting little rivalry brewing here. If Colorado can
Allison Meadows is the head coach of Denver Tech, if you guys are not aware. So you're saying possessive. Allison Meadows is defensive coordinator, offensive coordinator.
Chris Creighton to Boston. $10 says that happens in real life in a couple years.
You're hedging your bets on that, huh?
Yep, and just gonna see Lovie Smith was fired. Rich Rodriguez was fired.
Now he's at
Greg Schiano. Oh man, that's controversial.
Yeah, a little bit.
Rich Rod fired, and then because Rich Rod had some issues,
and then let's bring in Schiano.
Yep.
Yeah.
So Cliff Kingsbury was let go. Willie Fritz to Tulane, also something that I could definitely see happening. Randy Shannon going to ECU. Something I could see happening. So kudos to the guys that made this game, because I think some of the some of them are kind of weird. I think we did a Dynasty once where Nick Saban went to Ball State. But
I would have loved to see that. I think that might have been something you did. So
Paul Johnson goes to Wake. Bradley goes to Tulane, and then that should be it.
Everything else is just coordinators.
Yep.
So I think that we'll just back out here, go to the next stage. All right, guys, let's check out the players leaving. Let's check out Ardmore first, and then we'll go to Nebraska State, and then finish off everyone else. Cade Wilson is going into the pro draft. So he is going to be eligible to be drafted this season. Round 6, Hardaway in round 2, Duarte round 3. And basically, guys, this is losing a lot of big-time players for the Ardmore Thunderwolves.
Blake Stortz. Also from Mcallen, Texas. I think we pointed that out.
Yes, we did. Keon Sykes. We're going to have to try to get him to come back.
Wants to go to Amarillo.
I mean, maybe I might just let that happen.
They need some playmakers. Colt Schaefer also looking at Amarillo. And we're going to try to keep Hardaway, but he's got a medium chance at persuasion here. We're not going to do this with we're not going to show you every player, but some of the big ones, like Hardaway.
Yeah. You know, I can't guarantee him a national title. I can't win that he's going to win any awards. A conference championship might also be out of reach. But I think we'll try to get him that first round draft pick. He's number 2, round 2 right now. Let's try to see if he can get. Okay, all right. Well, I promise you won't
regret it.
Yeah,
we get him back.
Nice. So let's do it. Cade Wilson's gone. Let's try to get Duarte back. Yes. Get your college degree. What? No.
Round 2. Go conservative.
Round 2.
There you go.
Good job, Duarte. You're making a good choice for your future. I'm actually going to let it happen. I'm going to let Keon Sykes go. And because I think that we have a lot of running backs, younger running backs that are coming in. We just signed one in Xavier Wiggins, I believe, is really looking like he's going to come over. And he's a freshman too, about the same overall. I like it. And Schaefer, might as well let him go too. We're trying to help Amarillo as well.
All right, we have no players.
We have no players.
It's true. We have no players, but. So no players going to the drafts, but a couple guys that we're going to lose. Just interesting to go over. I mean, Blake Pekoski was really our anchor in the secondary. Joey Highshaw, good for us at tight end. Marlon Bourgeois, very steady hands. Monson was a good change of pace. Durham didn't get in too much, but I mean, we're going to lose Levi Lilly, Robbie Campbell, and Hayden Weatherford. So 3 starters on our defensive line. We're going to lose Rooney, although I'm not that concerned about it. J.P. Combs played quite a bit for us on defense. Kerry Oliver, Devron Higdon, I saw him make a few plays. Now Kyle Luttrell wants to go play for New Mexico, and I don't think we're going to keep him, but let's just give it a shot. Okay. He's going to New Mexico, everybody. So Mauricio Owens, total non-factor. So like I said, we're not losing very many good players, but I mean, hey, say what you will, but they were starters. So we need to retool quite a bit this offseason.
All right, let's check out Kansas A&M, the Amber Wave. We got Forrest Whipple going to the pro draft, round 5. So he's more of a blocking tight end, so that's not too bad. San Antonio Farmer should go to the draft.
Yeah, he'll be on there for sure.
Yeah, we got Brett Pace, Delgadillo, Keith Puckett, like Noah Shepard. Like these guys, this is going to be tough to lose all these types of players here, especially on defense.
They got a lot of guys coming back, though. They're going to be fine.
And then we've got Roshan Mincy, 70 overall freshman. Again, not too concerned about wide receivers, losing receivers, because they don't utilize a lot of receivers. So we can at least give them a shot, and we're not even going to try it. Persuasion chance just not going to happen. Evan Dortch, probably not going to happen either, but I'd still like to keep him. Not going to catch this many passes, and definitely not going to get to 150. We can at least tell him that he's going to play in 9 games. All he's got to do is make an appearance. So let's just see if we can get him. He is going to go to Miami University. So goodbye Dortch, goodbye Mincy, goodbye Whipple, goodbye everybody.
All right, we have an Odessa State update here. A lot of guys coming back, but the big one that I think you all see here, Montana Flynn wants to leave for the draft. He's a projected round 5 pick. I think we're going to keep him. We're not going to guarantee a national title at Odessa State. But, man, he's a 96 right now. I think he's going to be a first-round pick.
Ooh, whoa.
I mean, coming back. You know, teams are desperate for quarterback help in the NFL. I think that's a safe bet.
Yeah.
Because he's going to be a 99 by next season.
Right. After the training results, yeah.
Yep. So as you can see, we're not really losing anybody. A lot of guys coming back for the Dust Devils.
Plus, considering the fact of who they're already bringing in as freshmen in this class, this team is going to be deep.
They're going to be deeper.
Yes, right.
Not quite there yet, but they'll be way more competitive, I think.
Maybe even in 2020. All right, let's take a look at Little Rock Battlehawks. We've got 2 juniors declaring for the draft. Wow, Grodhaus is making a name. He's projected as a round 3. Taiwan Talbot declaring for a round 7. We possibly could probably try to get him into like a round 3. So,
that's fair.
That's fair. And then
we need Grodhaus, though.
Grodhaus, you got to be in the first round, man. Like, come on, baby. Okay.
You won't regret it.
Okay, cool. So
there we go.
Grodhaus is going to stay and work on his craft. I think that that's a good decision on his end. Carter Ashe.
Another team that was fairly senior laden that didn't quite meet expectations this past season. So they're definitely gonna rebuild at running back. I mean, they're losing Douglas too.
Jeez.
So the number 3 guy.
Wow. And then you got JJ Cobb. I mean, this is a lot of depth that they lost, but we'll have to see how that recruiting board goes. All right, and checking out the Shreveport Skeeters, hashtag Skeeter Nation. Brett Britton is leaving. He's gone. He should probably declare. I think he'd probably be a round 6, round 7 pick. Lemke, a free safety that was pretty solid for them. DeRusso, left guard. Desi Brooks, a big-time target for them.
Jacob Reinhold, he's getting a invite to training camp.
Yes, somewhere. Nico Valentino, interesting. He might not cut it. He might not cut it in the big game here, but he's got that leadership. He might be a special teams kind of guy. Kyle Dubois, Jonathan Marchand. Like, there's a lot of depth for this Skeeters team, and quite frankly, you know, these 77s and 80 type of players were really who they leaned on this season. So it'll be interesting to see what the underclassmen do for next year.
Yeah, the big story here, no Wingo.
Yeah,
no Wingo on this board, so he is definitely staying. Interesting decision.
Oh yeah. I don't know why he would do that. Like, this team really needs to focus and help him out. He's going to be like a...
They abused him last year.
They need to get a quarterback in there, and they need to start passing the football a little bit more.
All right, let's take a peek here at Broken Arrow. A lot of guys coming back for the Wranglers. They're going to lose Justin Kendrick. They say round 2, but man, as a 99 senior, I think he's going to go maybe. I mean, center's not quite totally in demand. I'm thinking maybe in the 20s, low first round.
Yeah, second round is
about that.
A little low.
Markeith Flynn, Rayshawn Blanchard. I saw Blanchard make some plays. Chaz Hardy wants to go Southern Miss. I think we're going to let him walk. And that's it for the Wranglers. So, should be promising year. We don't see Drew Snyder here, but Drew Snyder is declaring for the MLB. And
he's given up. He's given up on the NFL idea.
He was drafted by the Oakland Athletics. And, you know, he's a round 18 pick by the Oakland Athletics, but he's going to give it a shot. Shortstop pitcher, hybrid, something like that.
Little Hunter Green type of action.
Yep.
Let's check out the Dillos, the Amarillo Armadillos. Taysom Steele is gone, 94, and yet Ladarius Best is declaring for the NFL draft, but not Taysom Steele.
I think Steele will be in there.
Yeah.
He's a little undersized, though, 5'8".
Oh, yeah, that's probably... Well, he's like Eric Weddle.
Yep.
We've also got Westcott, who is a big-time run blocker for them. Terrell Moore. Interesting. That's probably where he would fall, as a round 7 type of wide receiver. But this is big for them. They're losing Ramadi Woods, Holton Reeves, McKinley, Best, Steele. Like, this defense is...
And Greyhouse.
Yeah, this defense just... And New Story.
Yeah.
Who was hurt.
He did not play. They're going to lose Wallace Jones. He played a good part down the stretch for this team. Melvin King, that's a guy I would like to see them try to keep, but man, his transfers, trying to talk him out of it's hard.
Yeah, especially when they're like 72s.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hornberry, Monte Hornberry, you know, it's just tough. It's really tough. The very low chance you're going to have to like oversell to try to nab these guys. And I don't think we can do it.
You're right. So Amarillo definitely needs to rebuild the D. Let's see if we can keep Ladarius Best, though.
Oh, yeah. He's coming back. Let's try to... Where's he at here? Round 5. Let's try to get him to round 3.
There you go.
That was easy. Welcome back, Ladarius. You're going to be the captain of the defense.
Okay, now we have the Mcallen Matadors. Judd Carmichael, projected round 1 draft pick. Likely top 10. We're going to have Roosevelt Garner also heading to the draft. Joe Brian Baxter didn't really get in the mix, but I mean, this is a guy I could see going to the CFL and like actually carving out a career for himself, especially with that size.
Yeah, 6'4". He's a big dude.
Yeah, Mark Wesley. We're going to lose Russell Floyd. Kalen Vincent made some plays, but that's what I'm talking about with the Matadors. We're going to look at their depth chart post-recruiting, post-training. Man, a lot of guys back. I think, I mean, it's going to be hard, man, with you and ACU and Mcallen. I think you're the odd team out.
Too many changes going on with that team.
We will see. But yeah, Judd Carmichael, definitely. We're going to check in with the NFL draft in the next episode and see where some of these guys went.
Yep.
All right, here we have Midland State. CJ Wicks is declaring kind of a lower pick, round 5. I'm going to say you're not going to regret it.
That was easy too.
Thomas Gaddis, we need him back. Big playmaker. I like going with this route because it's really safe. Very safe. There we go.
And they always stay. They always want to do the right thing.
You're right. We're going to lose LaShawn Wheaton, Myron Eckert, and Irons. So Wicks is losing some targets here. We got a couple offensive line transfers. Want to go to Middle Tennessee. I'm not in love with that idea, but like I said, once they want to transfer, there's like no hope. So
yep.
There's Midland State's players leaving. All right, let's check in here. Number 1 team in the nation, national champions, Denver Tech.
They're losing a bit, but
Chris Medlock, 6'8", 309. Definitely a highly considered draft pick. Kenny Brocious wants to leave for the NFL, and we're going to keep Jordy Williams. Oh, you're getting a little big head here, thinking he gets a pick 6 in the national title. As an 88 cornerback, he wants to go round 7. I say he should stay, and I agree.
Yeah.
Not ready for the next level.
It's interesting. I don't mean to cut you off here. It's very interesting that they decided to go that route because after winning a national title, you've already done it. You've already done everything you can do. There's no reason to stay.
But, I mean, Jordy Williams is the kind of guy. He needs to work in his craft.
He does. He does.
And he's got a year to do it, improve your draft stock.
Make more money.
Hopefully stay healthy, and you'll make more money in the long run. Connor Zemer, we're going to lose. Ollie Hurst made a lot of plays.
Yes, he did.
And we're going to lose Benjamin Buchanan to Western Michigan. So Denver has the squad mostly intact here. Obviously, Schmidt-Timmons coming back, so that's big for them. Still going to be a serious threat. It'll be interesting to see when they finally lose, if they do.
If they do lose. All right, guys, let's check out the ACU Spartans and checking out who is leaving with this team. Look at all the round 1s and the round 2s. It's kind of like what we thought. Bishop going in the round 2. So Carmichael was projected as going in round 1, and Bishop's round 2.
Interesting. Amari Manuel projected round 1. Obviously, got to love the size. Should probably have a few more pounds at 6'9". But who's counting?
Who's counting? Jelani
Lewis projected round 2. I'm sure Noah Jones will be in the NFL, as well as Rexford. Cullendale, maybe. A bit of a borderline. He did not start over Kennedy or Price Greer, so he was the third defensive end. Quentin Battle in the mix there. So a lot of guys staying. Here's the big news. Nobody's transferring out.
That's crazy.
That is huge because we had a lot of talented freshmen. We forced a red shirt on some guys that if they were anywhere else probably wouldn't really get red shirted. And I mean, I was worried about guys like Ostrander and Russell. And I mean, you guys know your players. And that's kind of a relief. Although I was hoping for a little bit of intra-conference drama at one level. But on the other level, like I didn't want to see Russell go out to like, Toledo or something. So that's good to see.
Obscure. Yeah. The other thing, too, is that I think just because, as far as the storyline goes here, everybody likes the guys that they're around. So nobody wants to transfer.
Everybody's on the same page.
They look at transferring like you're selling out. Like, we're all part of the ACU brand here.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like you guys. The community. You guys are in it together.
Awesome.
All right, so checking out the transfer request for Amarillo, there were no transfer requests for ACU, so we're skipping to Amarillo. Schaefer, Sykes, and Shagbano.
Good job. Yep. Coming in from Illinois.
Good players for them.
Ardmore's got nobody. I want some suspense for Nebraska State when we get there. I want to see this.
Oh, it's going to be a huge list. I'm going to laugh if there's nobody.
Yeah, that'd be unfortunate. Nobody to Broken Arrow. Nobody to Denver. Nobody to Camu. Little Rock. Wow.
I mean, hey, you take it. You're like, hey, Braylon, come on over, bud.
Mcallen. Levi Jones from USC.
Wow.
That would be a big get. He's from Arlington, Texas. So he wants to come back home. Midland State, nobody. Oh,
I knew it. Oh, dude. Well, I guess I didn't call it because I went both ways. But I said it would be fun.
We have so many holes. We would be perfect for people.
Just nobody wants any part of it.
Kyle Myers going to Odessa State.
I'm actually getting jealous of Odessa right now.
They're killing it.
Unbelievable coaching job and admin job right now.
Nobody on Shreveport.
And then ACU.
That'll do it for the Big 12.
All right, guys, moment we've all been waiting for, the recruiting boards for all of our teams here. Let's see where everybody's at, where the points are allocated, and where everybody kind of stands, seeing if we can actually nab some of these guys. Let's check out ACU first.
All right, so as we talked about in the previous video, if you guys missed the very end of that, we talked about the fact that we're going to have a naming session for every recruit that ACU gets. So we're going to stick with the program of having this be like your guys' team. So we're going to have kind of a live stream.
Yep.
And we'll give you guys the option of naming every player. So instead of CPU generated, they're going to be your guys.
Yeah, so these names you see up here on the screen, Jared Kirk, James Holmes, Luther Fitzpatrick, those aren't going to be the names.
Right.
Unless, of course, the winners of the Bowl Pick'em just want them to stay the same. Then you're more than welcome to. But the winners of the Bowl Pick'em game, you guys will be able to pick, because there's two winners, Saints LSU and ODOG.
Yep, you guys can name the two best players that they get. Jared Kirk is going to be number one on the board. We're putting a lot of points on him. James Holmes, bringing up the rear there. Got Bowers already. McDaniel, we're backing off on. Luther Fitzpatrick is a guy we really want. Tyler Dukes. I mean, I would put more on Fitzpatrick, but like we do need to like sign some people.
Yeah.
So I don't know if we can afford to really go much harder on Fitzpatrick, because they got kind of a light class this year.
It's a lot of the playing time issues. They want to be able to come in and not be on the bench for 3 years until they finally get in.
Right, so the guys at the top, we're still going after pretty hard here. Mostly Jared Kirk. That's the big get of this draft class.
Dude, 84 athlete? Yeah, you better go after that guy. All right, so Ardmore update. Gunnar Rivers, he is pretty much off the board. I mean, he's still within striking distance here, but we know that Little Rock is going to be going hard at him. We know that Texas is going to be going hard at him. He's a game changer, and honestly, we have to allocate our points elsewhere. James Holmes, we're going more than hard on this guy. We need the number one defensive end. If Vinny Hill Parrish can come in there as a 77, work hard, put his nose to the grindstone and get it done and have a really good season, we know James Holmes can do the same dang thing. Apollo Warren, we're going hard at him too. We need a very, very good linebacker that can become the captain of this defense.
Yep, he's a subscriber name or player, so we definitely need to get him.
Xavier Wiggins.
Yeah, I already got Wiggins.
Tyler Dukes, we're leaving off. It would be a really good player to get, but we know that ACU and Midland State are probably in the running here. A grand is not much. It's you can make that up, but it's gonna be tough with the amount of points that we're spending here with Holmes and Warren. It just didn't merit it. Brent Guerrero, even though we did get Wiggins, we still have to plan ahead here and really shore up that offense. We got to be able to get guys into this team and get a farm system type of thing going here for the future. Vandermeulen, Jason Williams, gotta like those signings. Jeremy Wilson, didn't put a whole lot on him. We think we can nab him. Luke Coleman, another running back, we think we can grab. Bostic, that's going to be big for us. Birch, he's just another guy, another kicker. But Anthony Jacobs, he's a good sign too. Barrett, Ward, so we're shoring up that line. And then Ryan Mooney, we probably should put some more points on him, but I think we're okay there. And then Palmer, we can let depth linebackers go. So that is Ardmore's board.
All right, everybody, here we have Nebraska State. As we've talked about, we have a subscriber recruit here, Ben Shanoski, listed as a kicker. Also a dual threat in terms of he can play quarterback. And, you know, he's kind of an athletic kind of guy. And we're thinking he can compete. I mean, if he comes into camp and, like, lights it up, I mean, really under the radar move by Nebraska State. And they do have Lamont O'Neal coming in as well, also a threat there. Joby Hayes at safety, where you're trying to get. Do you have anything to add about our quarterback situation?
I'm looking at it here. I mean, you've got Willis, and he's definitely going to get better. But, you know, Shinosky steps right in, and he's like, he's 78. But is he a 78 kicker?
78 as a kicker, so his quarterback ability is yet to be seen. I guess
Right.
we'll see how it shakes out in camp.
How it translates into the next level of football. But it's, yeah, even if he loses 8 points, if we determine he loses 8 points,
He's
or
still a
if the
threat.
coaches, yeah, he's still a threat for Willis's job.
Now we're really hitting some wide receivers here. We got Derek Smith, Michael Martin, and Robert Walker. And these guys are in the upper 60s. And I mean, it's hard to say at this point, but I would slap a red shirt on every one of these players. I want my receivers to be like in the 70s.
I mean,
So they're a little bit.
But think about that. Like, do you want to punt another year for that? I mean,
Yes.
think about it. But you went 6-6 with a team whose best players were in the high 70s and low 80s. So these guys are going to come in as high 60s and start right away.
Yeah, not at what receiver though, because we have Brenneman and Swan and Vivaldi.
That's true.
So we really have a
Vivaldi,
starting unit
Yeah.
right there that are in the 70s.
It's growing.
So I'd like to shore up the depth a little bit. But, you know, this is a pretty mediocre class right now for the Dogs. We need to nab some of these guys just to kind of put a class together.
All right, so Kansas A&M, we are going all in on Doug Flores, the #1 halfback in all the country. This is what they do. They need a guy. They need a guy that they can lean on, a young guy, especially when he matches with what they want to do is run the football down people's throats. You better hope that Doug Flores can step in today and be the starter at, as a power running back. Rory Stronghead will definitely help us do that. 6'11" tackle as a JUCO. He's going to be big time for this team if we can nab him. And because we're going hard on Doug Flores, we decided not to go after Steve Norton. This is a big risky move here because if you don't get Flores, you don't get Norton.
High risk, high reward.
Yes,
as
but
they say.
it's got to happen. It's got to happen. Jason Schuler, run stopping, middle linebacker, number 10 in the country. So don't need to go after Dan Porter. Jeremy Collins, pretty good signing there as a hard-hitting corner. I like that. Jeremy Wilson, too far gone there. We're not going to consider it. Jeremy Kaplan. So we're starting to get some defensive back help. BJ Mitchell he's going to be pretty solid for them as a power back there. Ezekiel Henry locked us out, so it's between Mcallen and Amarillo. Chris McKenzie signed, so another good defensive lineman. And Jake Reyes, we're putting a lot of points on him, trying to get another quarterback in here. 3-star athlete, scrambling type of quarterback. He's definitely the option mold, so that just works.
Should we put a little bit on that middle linebacker?
Which one?
Porter.
Porter?
I don't know. Unless you're giving him away to Navy.
We probably don't need $8,000 on Flores.
Okay, stop.
Okay.
We need to.
Yeah. Dude, I'm not going to do it.
No? Okay.
No. Even if we beat Stanford by $5,000, I don't care.
Yeah, I mean, Stanford's going to be
Flores-
going all in on Flores, but I don't know.
He's the man.
We will see.
He's the man.
All right, Odessa State. We know that they are absolutely killing it in recruiting, but Nate Galveston, they're gonna take their foot off the pedal on Galveston. It looks like Amarillo is going to get them. I mean, they've got Murphy and Campbell, as we've already established, and
They just don't need another
Right.
quarterback there.
so Steve Norton, we're looking at a little bit. Aaron Griffith, trying to make a move on him, a 4-star athlete. Brent Guerrero, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this. Because they don't run the ball. And they don't, they're in
They don't need.
position. I'm thinking Griffith, maybe.
They're probably wasting their points on Brent Guerrero because, like you said, they don't run the ball. And that
Are
might
you just
change.
trying to talk me out of this? Trying to give him the hard
whatever.
Making a case. Although, we'll go over it, but Broken Arrow's going hard after Guerrero, so you might still have some competition there. A lot of defensive help.
This is nuts, man.
A lot of help coming
Odessa's going to be the team in the next few years.
You might be onto something. Sutherland and Wilson. Pretty close. Thinking maybe...
Where's Shedrick Lewis?
He's looking at the Dogs or Odessa. He's not going to really help Odessa. He's just going to be a depth guy if we end up getting him. William Johnson. 2-star. I don't need that much on him. I'm doing this live, folks. I want either Sutherland, Wilson, or Griffith.
You definitely want top heavy with your...
I want Griffith.
Yeah. Secure them athletes.
Good stuff out of the Dust Devils.
All right. It would not be a recruiting update if we didn't talk about Gunnar Rivers. And guys, look at this. 11,000 points.
We're not taking any chances.
No.
You're not going to Texas, Gunnar.
Little Rock needs this player. They need Gunnar Rivers.
Program defining.
Yes, he is that type of athlete. He's that type of leader. You need a guy like that in order to take the next step, and I believe that the Battlehawks are definitely looking in that direction. David McBride putting a lot of points on a tight end, probably as a security blanket option for Rivers in the future. They've got Mike Monet. They got Nate Myrick, so they're building that defense. They got a good line coming back. Kenny Green here at the center. George Ball, probably linebacker of the future. Javon Brooks. So they're doing a lot of things here to help sway Gunnar Rivers' mind. A lot of young guys coming in. A lot of skill position guys coming in. Eric Mack. Also got some competition with Jared Rhodes as well. So the guys that they've signed, we're also going after Eric Smith here, putting a lot of points on him so that Southern Miss and Colorado don't come up there and snatch him. Rashad Rivero, depth guy, but a lot of good moves here by Little Rock. I know it's very, very top heavy, but like you said, this is a program defining move. You're stuck at a fork in the road. You got a decision to make. You got to go all in on a guy. Skeeter Nation. Buzz, 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 buzz. Keith Parker, JUCO, going after this guy. We got in on the party a little bit late for him. 2-star JUCO. I mean, I think they rank JUCOs a little bit lower, right?
Right.
Just because they're older.
Yep.
Travis Jackson, 4-star wide receiver. You know, Skeeters have made a really hard push to take him away from Navy and Ardmore. And basically, it's only in between the two runnings of these two teams. So we're going hard for Travis Jackson, possibly to alleviate some of the run game strategy that they've had in the past.
Yeah, I definitely need some help in the passing game. Anthony Jones may be heir apparent, a little bit behind. See if they can make a move. Not sure how that's going to work out. Danny Wiley, though, they're fighting ECU.
Yep. Got Nate Galveston on lockout there. Joey Hayes probably going to the Prairie Dogs, and then we got Corey Chandler and Danny Mason. So they're bringing in a lot of quarterbacks, possibly to get competition here, because
John Potts.
We know that Nate LaDuca is not the answer because he's gone after next season. They need another quarterback to groom. Rob Jackson. So they're definitely like those power running backs to try to get another guy that's gonna take over after Wingo is gone. And then we got John Potts, like you said. So we got another quarterback. So they're definitely eyeing the quarterback situation. Charles Howard, another solid wide receiver, like a possession type of guy. Ben Brunner, Carl Palmer, Blanchard, Powell. So they're building that defensive line. This is going to be a work in progress, though. They're going to really have to work with them. But they're that kind of team on defense. They play chess with their guys, and they know exactly where to put them and make the best out of it. Jeremy Slaughter, nice little depth. So that is the Skeeters board. Nothing too amazing, but hopefully if we can get these two guys, it'll be something special.
All right, Broken Arrow, also known as UBA, as you see. Big signings there. Brent Guerrero from Enid, Oklahoma, really going after him. They're currently in 3rd place. Jeremy Forte out of Louisiana. Now, he's got a jam-packed leaderboard. I wonder if we need more on him. Hey, hard to say. I'm going to go for it. I'm going for it. Jeremy Forte. I got a feeling those SEC teams are going to be bringing up the rear really hard. Weisbecker. I don't need as much on Weisbecker either. So
maybe Auburn kind of pulls off a little bit, though, because they do have a new head coach. And he wasn't one of their guys, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe he might like him, but yeah.
I don't think Joseph Robinson. Not a program changing kind of guy. I want this guy. I love my athletes. I love being able to play around with
flex them out and see where they can go. Yeah.
Let's go a little bit harder on Mr. Guerrero. There we go.
Man, jeez, you're gonna nab him away from Ardmore?
Maybe. I mean, Broken Arrow, they got a lot of points to spend. You know, they signed so many guys that their targets are really focused, and they got 13,000 points to spend. Let's see if they can add a couple more.
All right. 2 defensive linemen in the top 5. We're going all in. We got about $9,000 between the 2 of them. This is something that we saw when we were looking at players leaving. They're going to have to replace those guys that they're losing. Ramadi Woods, Greathouse, you know.
A lot of defensive players are going to be missing, and I think those guys would play right away. Get in the mix. Galveston, you know, there's a couple teams pulling off of Galveston. It looks like Amarillo's the team.
Which would be really good for them because they need a guy after Russell Springer.
Exactly.
Aaron Griffith, this is the guy that you're going after. That we just saw. And Quan signed with Amarillo. Kevin Fogel. I think Fogel's been here for quite a while.
It's been a while. Marcus Green, JUCO.
Michael Gray.
Texas City, Texas.
Interesting. Mark Gold. I like his name. Marvin Ross. 2 athletes. Nice.
The Weisbecker sweepstakes it's been interesting for me. I don't know. He keeps flipping. Broken Arrow, Amarillo.
So Amarillo's strategy here is that they already have a good offensive line, and they don't have a lot of points to spend on him, even though they would like him. But I think that the Wranglers are probably really pushing hard at him.
I think the Amarillo might be a good destination for him. Maurice James, tight end. Ezekiel Henry, one of our guys. Got 1,100 on him.
Yep, this is going to be a tough one because Mcallen is in the lead right there. Preston Thompson, we nailed that guy for sure. Kyle Butler, another little depth guy. Mickey Reynolds, Trent Vickers. Yeah, a lot of this, you know, Amarillo doesn't blow you away, but hey, if you can secure these guys right here, 3 cornerstone pieces for the future, that's going to be pretty legit.
All right, Mcallen Matadors. Maybe not quite as successful as I was hoping in recruiting, but Seth Howard is a guy that I really want, and gotta back off a little bit.
Is this Carson Jackson's little brother?
Daryl Jackson?
Or his, yeah.
Could be.
His cousin, maybe, if they're not from the same state.
Gidry, I don't need as much. We're gonna try to get Kirk Brown. He is a JUCO, but I like his numbers. Looks pretty good. Andres Buckley, I think we're going to get him. Camden Tucker is a guy. I don't know. Missouri's going to be tough to beat. But, I mean, these are the sacrifices we make for our subscribers.
Hey, put some more money on him or some points. Yeah, the thing with Camden Tucker is he's been one of the guys that is kind of holding off here from us.
Yeah, really hard to get. You know, he's looking at San Jose State in Louisiana, and he's from Iowa, so Missouri. Yeah, Missouri's really in the driver's seat there. But I mean, man, if we can get Seth Howard or McDaniel, be a good recruiting class for Mcallen with all things considered. I mean, they don't have a lot of people to replace, but that was a pretty weak class. We're gonna have to see better from them next year. All right, here we have Midland State. Coach Philip Michaels trying to finish off recruiting strong. You got the bowl win over Texas. Maybe that's going to help. Tyler Dukes, that big guard that they're looking at. Matt Davis. We're going hard for him because we're going head-to-head with Texas A&M.
Yeah.
And
he's going to be a pretty good player, too.
Definitely. Gidry on the defensive line. Hopefully they're looking at him. And Ashley linebacker is a guy I think they should get. Dominic Lewis. Also probably a get there. Again, at the bottom, not really too interested in those guys. Might as well just use walk-ons if you're going to get 50 freshmen.
No kidding.
So, yeah, I think our teams, we wasted a lot of points on Gunnar Rivers. A lot of teams did.
Well, we were trying to feel him out. We were trying to see which team that he was going to be interested in. The worst thing you could possibly do is not put points on him if we've got 12 teams to use. So you might as well get all of our teams like top 5 or top 10 and don't allow teams like Texas to get in there, because then now you're competing against the CPU.
Yeah. So I think with the remaining Midland State upgrades, maybe next year we'll put a little bit more on recruiting.
Yeah.
Midland State, I did not add recruiting. It was all in-game stuff, so they have the basic 10,000 points.
Which adds to the narratives about these teams, too. You don't want everybody to be really good recruiters. Obviously, you want some teams to be like, okay, well, maybe this head coach, maybe Philip Michaels isn't the best recruiter. He's more of an in-game type of manager. So it just adds to the narrative.
All right, Denver Tech, national champs. I want this guy, Atari Barclay. Like, he's giving me a hard time with Arizona State. But I think with 9,000 points, I think that'll be enough. This guy, man, I want to put more points on him, but I think Barclay is the safer get.
He's a big-time player.
And Thomas, we're trying to poach from Washington State, and you see, like, Washington, the state. Washington's right behind him. So, I mean, a lot of Pac-16. I don't know if we can...
It's going to be hard, man.
Yeah.
But being in Denver, though, it's kind of close enough.
Right. We were late on the Julius Yates is a guy I'm trying to get as a backup quarterback. I mean, the thing with Thomas, I would just rather spend those points on Barclay. And that's just kind of where I'm coming from. I think Oregon or USC or Washington's going to, like, put all their theoretical points on Thomas. I don't think we're going to get him because we got him so late. But that's the class. I mean, Denver, it's really filling out. I mean, we've seen a lot of these guys already in the previous recruiting videos and how they have signed with Denver. So, good class. Good class for Denver. A lot of depth here.
Good job by the national champions. All right, guys, so that's actually going to be it for today's off-season video. The next video we're going to actually post on Sunday. So we're not doing the normal, Saturday, Wednesday type of schedule. We're trying to get this thing quick and done and wrapped up so that we're ready for actual college football season. The next video will be posted tomorrow, where we'll be covering training results, signing day, and red shirts.
Right, so that'll be a fairly quick one, and then the final video, other than our little ACU live stream, the final video will be Wednesday, and that will be the season preview, along with your custom recruits. Speaking of which
I'm going to tell you guys. Yes, so the announcement is that as far as deadlines go, we're now opening up the floor in the comment section to take your recruit requests in this video. If you guys have posted recruits and created players in other videos, I'm probably not going to find it. You're probably not going to find it. There's so many videos in this playlist, I can't search for it all. So please, please, please post your guys' recruits, names, statistics, equipment, location, everything you got in the comment section below. And we can only take 20. We can only take 20 per custom class. So that's just something that EA has done. That's not on us. That's just EA. And then we'll have those guys ready and made for you guys on Wednesday, in the Wednesday video. So please get those recruit requests and those names to us in this video. Deadline will be tomorrow, Sunday night, so that you and I can actually make the Wednesday video, make the recruits, and get those guys in the game and ready for upload on Wednesday.
Yeah.
So
I think we'd like to give you guys a little bit longer, but I mean, you got personal stuff going on.
Yep.
So it's going to be hard to squeeze everything in, and that's just kind of. I think we'll get 20.
Yeah, we will
by
get
tomorrow
20.
night, I'm sure.
Yeah, it's not a difficult process, but just knowing with all the things that I have personally that are going on, I don't want to get into specifics, but I'm not going to be too available this entire week. So just a lot going on, guys. So we would greatly appreciate it if you were able to get your guys in by Sunday night so that you and I can create the prospects to be implemented and input and shown in the Wednesday video.
Yep, and we will have Madden,
Yep.
the draft results, we'll
Yep.
have next video as well. So stay tuned, everybody. We're going to be back.
It's going to be fun. It's fun. I like the fact that the Madden thing's happening because that's, I don't know, I just get a thing about that. So I'll see you guys on Sunday, and looking forward to your recruit requests. So leave a like if you like this thing, and if you're new to this channel, make sure you hit that little red button for subscribe in the bottom right-hand corner with my logo. And we will see you then. As always, guys, peace.